welcome. What I'm going to do today is, excuse me while I go down, is replace the Sump gasket on my 300 TDI Discovery. Now, started off running the engine for 5-10 minutes, getting it nice and warm. Give it another 15 minutes or so to run down back into the sump. Mine's a 15mm spanner nut. Drain it all out till it stops running. Put it all the way back in again, the nut, and then get a container like so, ready to take the 20 plus bolts there is, 20 plus 10mm bolts there is, holding it on. So I am going to crack on with that. I'll keep you there for the first few, and then after that you'll be bored, so I'll bring you back later on. So start by loosening off, just loosening off gently them all one at a time. Doesn't have to be in formation, because obviously it's under pressure here, so like anything else that's got multiple bolts to it, it's probably a good idea to rotate how you want to do them, or which ones you want to do. Okay guys, here we go, removal time. Bolts, I'll show you, all removed. There you go, there's 22 bolts. 22 bolts holding that on, and obviously it's not dropped out, so there's going to be a bit of a prizing job going on. My gasket scraper, and I'm going to put it in solid areas so I know there's not going to be any damage to anything. And also, because mine has a 2-inch lift, I have got room to remove it from the axle, whereas without the 2-inch lift you might have to jack the body up away from the axle a little bit to give you the space to manoeuvre it out. So bear with me and I will try and prise it off. No, can't go anywhere. Right, there we go. Should be loose. Won't take much to manoeuvre her off now. On that side anyway. Prise her off a bit at a time. Helping hand in this corner. There she goes. And she's off. There we go. Set her down gently onto the axle. And there's obviously the pipe, you've got your oil pipe as well coming down, so you can't just pull it away and away you go. You've got to bear in mind that you're going to have to manoeuvre it slightly. So go backwards a little bit, lower, back low, and then out you come, which I will have a go at doing now. Right, here we go. Back towards me, bring her low, and there's your sump off. On the floor nice and gently. Just a little bit of dribbling oil. So now I can show you the underside 300 TDI. Minus sump. Right, I'm going to get on. I'm going to clean all this off. can use the same scraper I've just used, gasket scraper, to scrape every single last anything that's been left on there, to leave nice clean bare surface. And same on this, same on the sump, scrape every single thing off. It's as clean as a whistle before we go ahead and apply the new stuff. Right, here we go. New beading. Best stuff to do or use is RTV sealant, as seen, which is proper really sticky gunky stuff, and it's got a high, very high oil resistance as well, so that's quite good. All stripped off, nice and clean. Fluid sprayed around, penetrating fluid, just to get every little last bit of anything off that might be contaminating it. So that's there. Sump is all cleaned out, nothing in there. So I'm going to go ahead now and put a bead in. And the way I'm going to do it is stick to the inside of your holes. Obviously, if you go to the outside, then you're allowing oil possible to go down into your threads and then possibly get away. So always stay on the inside, but also then cover the outside, or the middle, should I say, really, rather. So I'm gonna zigzag round and straight down there, so I'll get on with that and see where we get to. Right, that's that done. Now underneath, let's have a look underneath the vehicle. I'll let you know now, when fitting these, when you push it up to the bottom of the block and you connect, you ain't gonna get you're not gonna get movement from it. It sticks so securely, there's no maneuverability. So these standard bolts are that size. What I'm gonna do is just lift it up and just put a couple of bolts in, one either end. That will allow me to push it up dead straight, and also get the connection that I need and line up I need for the rest of these bolts. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go underneath and I'm going to clean off and put another little bit of a beading on, because this indicates that within 20 minutes you can do the bolts up. 5 to 10 minutes it reaches full strength. 24 hours. So 24 hours full strength. And it forms a skin within 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to go underneath and I'm going to mount it with these two bolts. Right, so 2 long bolts are now secure. It's hanging on by them there. So now when I push it up, it's going to stay aligned with them 2 bolts, and the idea is that everything will also be lined together. But as I push up, I'm actually going to have at least 1 standard bolt in my hand, so then I know that at least 3 sides are lined up. It should be alright. So I'm going to get on and do that. Gently push it up. Get a little bolt, put it into position. Right, so that's lined up perfectly, that one. Another little one. Line that up. That's lined up perfectly as well. do, I'll just wind them up finger tight. There, right, we're in. That's 4 bolts lined up, but I haven't run any finger tight, so it's still got a bit of a give and slack in places. So the best thing to do now would be to replace as many as possible until removing the long securing ones, just to be safe, to be sure. That's not going to go anywhere, that's perfectly lined up. So now, 2 bolts removed. Two. And I can concentrate now replacing the 22 bolts that were removed in the first place. So you've got a good reflexes to get out of the way of that sort of stuff. Not appreciate it being smacked in the face. Right, time to torque up. Torque wrench, Newton meters is a setting of 25. So that's 25 Newton meters. And the bolt, Sump drain bolt, is 35 Newton meters. So if I show you, I'll just do a couple while you're there. 35 Newton meters is not a massive amount. So that's 2, and what I'm going to do is obviously I'm going to do alternate ones. That's it. So that's 3 torqued up. So what I'm going to do now is work around all 22. But I'm going to do in a zigzag pattern. I'm going to go from there to there, backwards and forwards, just trying to spread the original pressure that you put on when tightening up. So all I need doing then is tighten your bung up, 35 Newton meters, so 35 Newton meters, 25 Newton meters. Leave this stuff once leaving for 20, well it says 24 hours till it's fully set, so I'm actually going to leave it till tomorrow morning before I put the oil in. So all I have to do is replace oil. Job's a good one, away you go. So that's another video finished, and I hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing you on the next one.